So for us, it's a spiritual harvest, a psychological harvest, and a marker in in a time of life that we like to honor. And so we want to bring ourselves together to, have a space and a place to be in community and celebrate the new year with each other, but also to be able to have time to reflect and go inside. We've showed this image before of the god Janus, or Janus, and this is where the word January comes from. This Greek god and Roman god worshipped in the Roman times, and really, of course, coming from other traditions that they borrowed. But this god, this lord of transitions, this god of doorways and holder of keys, from which the word janitor comes, the holder of the keys. And so unlocking the new time. So that has to do with season transitions and juxtapositions, like the edge of the water and the edge of the earth, places of transition, the horizon, and also turning points for us, but also juxtapositions like peace and war, the duality of life. So also known as this Lord of dualities and this Lord of endings and beginnings. So that's where we get these two faces of Janus, is the elder Janus looking back at the time that has passed, and the younger Janus looking forward at the time to come. And that middle point is the now, is the Tao, is the present moment between the two. We want to begin with, okay, what have we harvested in the year past? And a year ago, we were talking about entering into 2025, and numerologically, that adds to 9, which in the Tarot, as most of us know, is the hermit that's guided by a lantern, only able to see what's right in front of us, only able to see the steps right in front of us. And so it's a path of faith. And so that might resonate as you look back at this year. I mean, we know that some of you took real steps of faith into things that you didn't know what exactly they were going to be like, or how it was going to turn out, or what does this really mean, or where is this really going, or what's going to happen. And that was really appropriate for a year of the hermit. Yeah. And also, I mean, globally, collectively, it's a time that we're being really pressed to go inward like the hermit. And we're being asked, like, what resources do you actually have? And the resources that we actually have are our internal resources. That's what we actually have. And that's the work of the hermit, is to cultivate those internal resources and not to be too exteriorized or relying on the exterior for our sense of security, but to really invest in our internal resources. And so that is a great harvest of this past year. And that's what we were talking about a year ago. So we're going to talk about the year to come in a little while, about, okay, then 2026 Kabbalistically adds up to 10. And in the Tarot, that's the wheel of life, the wheel of fortune, the wheel of samsara, the wheel of returns and recurrences. So when we're looking forward, younger Janus looking forward, it is about, okay, what to anticipate to live intelligently is to live in a way that we're in the surprise of awe and in the surprise of being in the present moment and not pre-calculating everything and trying to always know mentally what's going to happen. And yet we're not really caught off guard. Like, we're also prepared, but we're prepared because of those cultivated internal strengths, those internal resources, not because we've thought everything out and we've pre-planned and we've figured it all out ahead of time, which is very fragile, actually, because the nature of plans is change, right? So this younger Janus looking forward, and we'll look forward, is looking at, well, what can we expect from a year that Kabbalistically adds up to 10? And how do we live in a state of being prepared for that? Yeah. And so that's what, I mean, we always aim to do, but that's a great thing to really hone this year and really focus on. It's like, how can I actually perceive multidimensionally in a real way? Not just a kind of intellectual Kabbalist, but in a real way. How can I do that? And so we have this calendar that begins with January, Janus, and this is a time of honoring transition.
This video is an excerpt from a talk held at the BC Gnostic Center in Vancouver, Canada. Gnosis is traditionally and ideally experienced in person, with direct and consistent connection between teachers and students and among community members, in which ample support, accountability, and collective learning take place. That being said, we do offer teachings via online videos so that everyone may contact these transformative teachings. We offer an ongoing online group of study and practice to support those sincerely interested in this wisdom who are unable to join a group in person at this time. A human interrelationship with a Gnostic group so as to self-discover ourselves and to get to know ourselves through it is fundamental. We encourage everyone to find a Gnostic school and community. May the light of consciousness guide us all.